In the previous episode, we talked about stress, our resources as entrepreneurs, and the demand for our resources. You also thought about your stressors, particularly the ones that put demand on your resources. Together, we noticed that it is the balance between stressors and resources that plays a vital role in our role as entrepreneurs and business owners. This episode is about recovery and resilience. What are they? Why are they important? Why does it matter to allocate time to recover from distress? And what techniques can we use to recover when the demands exceed our resources? Think about an occasion when you felt somehow recovered from distress. Right, think about your recovery experience now. We know that recovery is the experience, activity, or state that helps us rebuild our physiological and mental resources. It's a button that allows us to pause and get enough time to recharge so that our mental, emotional, and physical resources aren't fully drained. When we have time to recover, we allow our resources to recharge again so we can continue responding to the challenges and demands that we face as an entrepreneur. And guess what this is? Well, it's resilience. Resilience is a healthy adaptation to difficulties while we are managing our business and dealing with its demand. So you see, we need to recover to build resilience. The two go hand in hand, and we can't have one without the other. It is our resilience that makes our work and business sustainable, so that it lasts into the future. It turns out that the greater our job demands are, the more difficult it is to engage in recovery. When we get into tackling the challenge at hand, we sometimes forget that we need to recharge our resources. We end up postponing the very activities that are key to our physical and mental well-being. The problem is, and research tells us, that if we underestimate the distress that our drained batteries and resources causes us, we run into the risk of burnout. In fact, research shows that burnout isn't a sudden event, but a gradual situation led by chronic and often small stressors that have accumulated over time. Recovery techniques are many, and the vast majority of them are not hard to make second nature. Here, we're going to introduce techniques that are very easy to use because, like yourself, we too are entrepreneurs and we understand the already stretched resources. These techniques that we will share with you will help you recover your resources, not merely for your own well-being, but also for the sustainability of your business. We used one of them in the last episode when we asked you to go and get a pen of paper. In fact, we asked you to move, which is a recovery technique. I want to ask you to close your eyes and picture with your mind's eye the most beautiful mountain. Hold the image and feeling of this mountain in your mind's eye. Let it gradually come into greater focus, observing its overall shape, its peak up into the cloud, the large base grounded in earth, its steep or gently sloping sides. Notice how massive it is, how grounded it is, how solid, how great, and how beautiful, both from close and far. Perhaps your mountain has snow at the top and trees on its slopes. Perhaps it has one peak, perhaps a series of peaks. And when you feel ready, see if you can bring the mountain into your own body, so that your body sitting here and the mountain in your mind's eye become one. Feel this greatness beyond words and thoughts. Feel the unmoving presence of the mountain in you. See the sun as it travels across the sky, the light and shadows and colours that are changing, and feel your groundedness. Keep your eyes closed for another minute, and I'll leave you to enjoy this moment. What you just did was detach yourself from work, one of the best known recovery techniques. In the next episode, we continue to practice another recovery technique, the life balance activity. See you soon then, and keep a note of how many times you leave your desk to stretch and close your eyes to detach. See you in the next episode.